display. Some of it just tough shots, and others breakdowns in what we were trying to do defensively. So give them credit. They played out of their minds, and we didn't play real well. So give them credit. They were very good tonight. We were not.
Coming into the game, I mean, you knew this was a good three-point shooting team. Defensively, in your zone, did you see any weaknesses that they were able to exploit there?
Obviously, yeah. We wanted to play zone and man. Zone slows down their attack because their attack is so difficult. And their zone offense slows it down a little bit, but they were just hitting some tough shots.
You went man briefly. Did you feel like you thought that was worse than the
We were
zone?
playing man on all misses, and our transition defense was not very good. We weren't communicating well. And, I thought for a second there that, okay, if we go back zone, everybody will sprint to their spots. Maybe that makes a little bit more sense. Nothing we were doing was working. Man, zone, nothing was working.
Did you feel like it was more, obviously they're a great shooting team, did you feel like it was more their hot shooting, or did your zone look a lot different than it has in the last couple games?
A little bit of both. I think we kind of got freaked out a little bit by some of the bombs they were hitting, and then we were committing to the ball, then they were driving it by us. They're a tough team to guard now, too. It's one of the best offenses in the country.
And because they're shooting so many outside shots, is that where the rebounding?
Yeah, that's what I was really disappointed with. I know, obviously, when a team sets a school record for threes, you're disappointed. But the rebounding was what really disappointed me. I mean, Joey played 31 minutes, 0 rebounds. Mo played 28 minutes, 1 rebound. And we really talked about we have got to rebound the ball. Did not do a good job of that at all.
I saw Joey got the wrath of your anger a couple times. Is that mostly about rebounding?
Rebounding. Yeah, that was it. It was all rebounding. He was not rebounding. He wasn't blocking out.
Andre and DeAndre tried to make it run there in the second half. But when your defense struggles like that, have you noticed any certain players that kind of sulk and aren't into it as much?
No.
I mean, Mo obviously is a guy.
I didn't notice any players sulk.
Mo is a guy that in the last couple games, the Iowa game made a strong defensive stop at the end of the game. And you felt like defensively this team was taking a step forward. Is this just a game that?
It's a great offensive team in a very tough environment. So some of it was bad execution, and some of it was a great offensive team.
First time you're seeing Blackman live. What was your impression?
Great player. I mean, certainly they got a lot. I mean, they got really good players now. I love their team, and they're so tough to guard. They put you in so many binds with the way that they play, because they play small, and we don't have a whole lot of depth to go blow for blow with them when they're playing small. They just kicked our butt, flat out kicked our butt.
Do you think this was the toughest defensive assignment you guys have had this year?
Definitely, yeah, toughest. It's one of the best offenses in the country. So yeah, definitely.
And you played them at home last year.
Totally different team. Totally different. They were a more traditional team last year. Troy Williams at the 4. They were playing a traditional 5. Totally different team.
This is the first time that you guys have really lost this way. Obviously,
Yeah.
So many close losses. Is that? How do players, I guess, react to a loss like this versus a last-second shot?
Time to tell. Time will tell. I mean, I'm sure when I watch the film, I'm not going to be real happy. So I'm not sure. It is the first time we've really got blown out like this. So, I think we've got to learn from it, and then I think we got to move on. Play a very good Northwestern team who just beat Iowa at home. They're going to feel very good about themselves. We've always talked about don't get too high, don't get too low. They really kicked our butt. You got to give them credit.
What makes it difficult guarding a team that's so small?
Well, they have so many shooters, and so we don't have a whole lot of depth at the guard spot. So the answer would maybe be matching up with them and playing 4 guards. I don't even have 4 guards, really, that I can play because I'd have no subs. Well, then, if you want to try to play them zone and then try to pound it inside, well, then they shoot it. So they put you in a lot of binds, and especially if they set ball screens with shooters and you switch it, we don't have real mobile, like Joey's not a real mobile guard, well then they're going to go bind. So it's they put you in a bind. They put us in a bind, I should say.
Is it also important that you got Yogi Ferrell with 11 assists tonight? To have a guy like
nobody
that.
was missing.
Yeah. Is it easier for shooters to shoot though with the point guard? Who's driving?
Yeah, I mean Troy Williams. I don't know how many threes he hit all year. He hit 2 threes.
Hit one before tonight.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Thanks.